Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and today we're just going to talk about Molagoras and skill ups. I keep calling them Molagoras for 3 stars. So notice if I ever say, what am I going to Molagora on a 3-star? I mean Stigma. I'm just going to get that out there now because I don't know what else to say. I guess I could say skill up. But anyway, we're going to go through this. So I did get 110 Molagora back. I have 122 now, so that is pretty insane. 110 Molagoras is pretty good. I also never Molagored any 3-star outside of Curious, so I only got 7 back from that. But Curious is finally not skilled up whatsoever, so I am really excited about that. Now, there's 2 videos I want to make here, and I haven't decided which one we're going to make yet, but I have one video I want to make where I look at 3 stars and kind of decide which are worth going for first and which might be useful later. Or there's the other one, which is looking at all of my units and talking about my Molagora choices and if I should Molagora them more. And I think we're going to do the latter. I think we're going to do the latter as we go through here, because I need to figure out where to spend my 122 Molagoras, and what better way to decide than with you folks. And I have a couple questions too. I kind of did this on stream, but it'll be cool to take a look at it here. So we're gonna sort by level and just look at 6 stars for now. This way you can see what I've Molagored already too. You can see what I've done to give you some ideas. I have personally maxed SS Bologna, and I think basically anybody who has SS Bologna should probably max her. She's basically bonkers. She gets insane use from all of these skill ups. Every last little bit of damage she does is beautiful. I think you 100% have to have I'm with friends maxed. I think this one needs to go at least a 10% effect chance, and this one at least a 10% effect chance. But honestly, just max her. She is that good everywhere. Absolutely just max her. That was no question. We then have our Destina here, and my Destina is 513 right now, and she's one of the ones I've been considering putting some more love into. I need one more skill up here for 15% damage dealt. Actually, as we say this, let's go over here so we can actually see. We can visualize how many this is going to take. So let's take a look at skill enhance. And here we go. Here's Destina. So for skill 1, it seems really weird to get 15% damage, but like, that's a lot of damage. That really adds up. 4 Molagora for 15% damage is something I am definitely willing to do. So I'm like mostly certain I'm going to be doing this with my 122 Molagoras. The problem is the Catalyst for now, but we'll get back to Catalyst. As for her skill 2, I will probably be getting this one here up to +2. I do not think I'll be getting the 15% healing though yet. I might go to it later, but probably not yet. So she has taken roughly 6 so far, and same here. I won't be touching these 2 yet, just because I don't know, that's a lot of Molagora for just a little bit of healing, and I feel like she handles herself without that, and I'd honestly rather have the damage than a little bit extra healing. So I have also +15'd my Apocalypse Ravi, and a lot of people ask if I regret it because she's bad, in their words, and absolutely not. I love my Ravi. I wouldn't do it any other way, and 100% happy I did this. So she is 15. She's all good, all juicy, all fine. Then we have our Judge Kise, and this is one of the ones I was assuming I was just instantly gonna max. I thought for sure once I got my refund, Judge Kise was going to get all my Molagoras, but I'm having second thoughts. I have her skill 2 max. I have 1 into her skill 1 just because it's flipping 15% damage. That's insane for 1 Molagora. So is that, by the way, one Molagora for the effect chance. And then her skill 3 needs 8 Molagora for an extra 25% damage. And I've really been seriously considering this, but at the same time, I stopped cleaving arena. I don't cleave arena anymore. I just auto with like SSB and Destina and Dizzy, and just like I win most of my battles and it's less stressful, and I just really enjoy autoing. So I haven't been using her because of that. So right now, it feels like a travesty. Is that the right word? It feels like I'm betraying somebody, you know? But I'm just not sure what to do about this. And she's not really helping me in Guild Wars. I don't trust her in Guild Wars, you know? She's one of those characters I just really don't trust. My hair is doing like a weird thing. It just like get somewhere outside of right there. So I think we're not going past plus 10 on Judge Kise right now. And it hurts me to say that. Especially seeing the cosplay of her that just popped up. Such a good outfit. And then there's Dizzy, and Dizzy's one I want to max. Dizzy just gets damage at this point, 15% on her skill 1, 20% on her skill 2, and 20% on her skill 3. It doesn't seem like much, and it's a lot of Molagora. It's 8, 16, 24 Molagora to max her at this point. But the damage she does is really consistent, and it adds a ton, especially if you're using her in Guild Wars. The amount of times I've lost because I didn't have these skill ups is pretty nuts, to be honest. And I think skill 1 is more important than the others, especially if you're on counter. But if you're not on counter, they're all really useful. So I think for sure Dizzy's probably going to get the plus 15 treatment. We then have Baiken, and Baiken is fine as she is. I never use her. I plus 12'd her and basically never use her. I don't think you need the extras here. She does enough damage without those, so that's why she's staying there. Soul is Soul. Then we have Lilias, and Lilias, I'm torn. I'm torn on Lilias right now. I really like her. I love her design. I like her leg. Super cool. I love her skill set, but I'm just not sure on her yet. I don't find she was very good in defense. I feel like the skill 2 just kind of didn't do what she wanted it to do. I think she's fantastic for offense, but I don't think offense needs Molagoras. So theoretically, I want to max her skill 3. It also feels really bad to only get 5%, 5%, 10% instead of like 10, 10, 15. So it does feel really bad, but I feel like I need to do it if I'm going to use her at all on defense. As for her skill 2, I'm undecided here too. I'm absolutely not going to get this final. A lot of people question me sitting at 90% a lot of times, and it's because Molagoras are sacred, you know? I would way rather have a 9 out of 10 chance and fail that 10% every now and then, and have another unit get a way better upgrade than upgrade this, you know? Like, that's what it comes down to. It's not, is this 10% worth it? Is this Molagora better on another character? And I've been considering this -1 turn cooldown and thinking about Guild War and autoing, especially on on defense, if I'm going to use her there. Do I want this -1 turn cooldown, or would I rather just use a skill 1? I'm honestly not sure. And then our skill 1 here, I'm pretty sure I'm going to at least +3 it. 1 Molagora, 5% damage is super okay to me. But once it starts getting for 4 Molagora for 5% damage, that's when I cross the line. So I don't think I'll go to 5 and 6, but I will most likely go to at least. We then have Vivian here, and Vivian is somebody I'm ditching. I don't plan to use her. I'm a fan of her, but it's just not something... I can't find a use for her right now. Maybe in the future she'll be useful. Probably will be in the future, especially with her skill 2. When we get some sort of big boss with a ton of units in it and a ton of ads that keep respawning, that's when she'll be great. But it's just not right now, and I'm not ready for it. Thermia is the same place. I just don't really want / need her. DN is +10 and doing her best. Violet. Okay, here's one of the juicy ones. Violet is one of my favorite characters in the game. If not, like, my favorite husbando at this point. And he's only sitting at +4. I don't know why. It's one of those things where I just never Molagora'd him. It doesn't really make sense. So I want to max Violet. I'm not committing yet, but I'm 95% sure I'm going to be maxing Violet. So to do this, I'll be getting 10%. Like, how have I not done this already? I just don't understand what's wrong with me. Like, how could I not do this? I use him every single Guild War defense. Like, what's wrong with me? I don't understand why. Like, I have a block, right? Like, I have a selective block where I just, like, forget to do stuff. Like Tamarin's Final Awakening there. But anyway, for his skill 1, going all the way up to, like, 10% effect chance for 1 Molagora is, like, not even a question, right? And then you get 10%, 10%, and then 10% more damage here for 30% damage for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Molagora. Definitely worth it, especially since you're using his skill 1 so much with counterattacks. And I mulled this, even though it probably wasn't a good idea, just because I summoned him within the first like 5 minutes of the server going up, and then Molagored him instantly without really not knowing. So my bad there. And then his skill 3 is another one I will be going up to at least +4 here. But I'm not sure on 6 and 7 because that takes a lot of Molagora just for a little bit of damage extra, but I might have to do it. I'm not sure. Next up is Bellona. Boy, oh boy, did Bellona drop out really quickly. She went from like all that to basically never seen ever, and I'm not sure why. I mean, I guess SS Bellona just kind of trounces her at this point. So we're going to leave her as is. And then there is Crow. And I don't think I'm touching Crow. Oh, I might touch Crow. We might touch Crow just a little bit, just to get this 10% effect chance. So that would be 6 Molagora to get this, and 9 of these strange jellies, which somebody else needs. But we'll probably get this 10% effect chance. I don't want to go any further in here. It's just damage. It does help on him, but I don't feel I need it, and this is definitely not worth it. Just not worth the molas. If you're using this on offense, then the souls aren't probably going to help you. We have Tamarin here with her wondrous damage dealt. So I will probably bring Tamarin to +3 here. 3 Molagora, 15% damage. I'm okay with that. Luna. Girl, how have I not done anything with you either? So let's be real here. Luna is one of my most neglected characters, especially for Molagoras. I think I seriously need to give her some love. And if I do, I will do the single Molagora ones. So +2, +3, +2, +3, and then +3. Yeah, +3. I wouldn't get this 10% yet. So that would be a lot, but like that would be worth doing. I can't believe I haven't done this yet. And we have our one true love, Araminta here, and I wish she was better. I wish she was. I want to use her. With all my heart do I want to use her. And I'm considering it, primarily because if she gets her exclusive equipment, I'm probably going to be using her then. And I'll probably Molagora her then. So, like, why not give her love now? And I guess the why not give her love now is that she sucks. And her Molagoras aren't the greatest. I mean, she doesn't suck. I've used her to great effect recently. But so many other people would just be, like, infinitely better. And I think that's the thing. So she's gonna stay where she is, and that's the same with Lidica right now, and that's because I'm just not finding a use for her. But I will probably put some Molagoras into Lidica eventually, primarily when we get someplace that uses her. We're getting into the less than juicy ones now. Haste is one a lot of people ask me about, and people say Haste needs a buff. I'm going to stand by saying I don't think Haste needs a buff. I think Haste just needs a better place to use himself in, you know? Right now, there's just no place to use Haste, but his skill set is great. I foresee myself definitely Molagoring Haste in the future, but it's just not happening yet. And when I do Molagora Haste, I will be going to probably +4 on his skill 1. Definitely +5 on his skill 2, I think. It's just so worth it, especially, it depends on what kind of PvE it is. If it's straight up PvE, I'll probably only go to +4, but if it's like PvE that's very difficult, that you want to clear really quickly, I'll go to +5. As for his skill 3, I would definitely go to +4 as well. Yuna's staying as she is. I don't know why. My one random Yuna with 1 Molagora in for 5% damage. I don't know what I was thinking. We have our Iceria, and I feel bad only having a +9 Iceria because I love her to death, but it just like, it doesn't seem worth it. Like, I'm sure I've lost because I didn't have these before, but in general, she just doesn't need anything else. She doesn't need the damage because as long as she lands the debuffs, you're getting the kills. And here we go. This is one of the ones I really wanted to talk about. Yufine is on my list of people I really want to build. Yeah, I don't know why, I can't decide, but for some reason I just like it better clicked on this one. But she's one of the ones I've been really considering building recently. I think I have pretty great gear for her, and I just want to use her more. But I've not wanted to put Molagora into her because it costs too much and I didn't have enough. And now I have the opportunity. So she's one of the two that I'm really wanting your guys' opinions on of who I should put Molas in. So if I was to Molagora Yufine, I would absolutely max her skill 1. I would get every last Molagora here. 15% damage for one Molagora go is really great. As for her skill 3, I would also max this. I'm really sad this isn't 15% damage for the final, but I would absolutely max this. And her skill 2, I think I would keep as is. I don't think I need the cooldown, and I definitely do not want that 5% attack or 5% effect chance for one Molagora. I mean, I want it, but it's not worth the thingy there. So I don't know if I should build her, and I'd love your opinion. So let me know in the comments below if you're using her successfully in Guild War offense, Guild War defense. Let me know. I would love to hear it. Who else here is somebody we want to talk about? There's Charlotte, which obviously we're not touching. Vildred, same thing. Kise is somebody I love to death and used her, but wish I could get my Molagoras back at this point, to be honest. Cecilia is the exact same. I want to invest real bad onto Cecilia, but I know it's just not going to be a good thing. I know I can't realistically do it, so I just can't do it. A lot of people ask why I don't have more in Saddam as well. And that's just because she does literally everything I need her to do. No problem. Like, she doesn't need any more damage. She doesn't need any more combat readiness. Like, granted, they're great, but other people, it can enable builds on them. Right as it is now, she does everything I need her to do. It's not like she doesn't do enough damage, you know? It's not like having +5, that 15% extra, would allow me to do like enough damage to kill somebody where she wouldn't either, because she's killing somebody, let me tell you. And I feel like that's just 15% damage overkill. Fergus is another one I was really considering. I don't have Fighter Maya yet, and I really like using Fergus lately. But I'm not sure where I would put the Molagoras. It kind of feels like 1% combat readiness is just not helping too much, but I guess 3% combat readiness for 2 Molagoras might be worth putting up. Also, getting that effect chance, so I could get an extra 10% effect chance by +3. That feels really good. It'd be nice to get this up to 65 or 75. 75% chance too. But then you're like neck deep in Fergus at this point, and I'm like, do I really want to be neck deep in Fergus Molagora? I don't know if I do. But like -1 cooldown for 3 Molagoras, like that's really good. This is why it's so stressful. It's so stressful. Oxlots doesn't need any Molagoras. Kitty Clarissa, Blaze Dingo, Cherie is somebody I should probably build in Molagora, but I just don't want to do it. Guider Aether, I tried to see if we could use Stigma, we can't. I really want to invest into Guider Aether. I love everything about him, but I just can't do it. He just takes too much Molagora. Like, if we are realistically using Guider Aether, we're going to need at least the 15 effect chance here. We're going to want as much damage as possible here, but I guess we could get away with +3. And for this one here, we absolutely would want at least this +10% damage. So that would be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Molagora to nearly max them. That's actually not as bad as I expected. So maybe that's something I'll consider. Then we have Cartuja here. Cartuja is one I wish I upgraded more earlier, but now at this point in the game, I don't want to. I should have this 10% effect chance here, and I should have this a little higher. And that's about it, but we're going to ignore that for now. And then we have BBK. And BBK is one I am seriously considering +15ing. We fought... I don't know if I uploaded the Guild War yet, but if I didn't, it'll be up this week. But we fought a BBK that was like super tanky, super DPS-y, and it was so cool. It was so much fun, and I feel like it would just be such a fun and cool unit to play with. But the problem is, if you're going that build, you need the +15er, basically. So I'm seriously considering it. It's probably going to take about 22 Molagoras to do so. 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Um, 19 Molagoras to do so. So it's actually less than I thought. So I may do that too. Jesus, my Molagoras are all gone. They're all gone. And Corvis is another one that we need to put some skill ups in. I've been told this is worth it. I personally didn't think it was worth it at all just because he did infinite healing, but people are telling me it is, and it makes the difference on defense. So maybe that's why my Corvis is sucking. So I should do that for sure. I feel like Corvis is going to get a nerf or needs a nerf at least. So putting Molagoras into him means you're either going to have a really, really, really oppressive and really indestructible unit, or you're going to get your Molagoras back. So either of those are great. Speaking of other units that need plus 15, every single person that should have a plus 15 Angelic Montmorency now. Absolutely insane. So there is one more unit I wanted to look at that deserves my Molagoras. And this is the other contention. So after going through this video, my choices that I'm really, really considering maxing plus 15ing are Violet, Akali, and Euphine. And I can't decide which ones. And I'd love to hear your opinions in the description below, because we have the gear for Kali. We have really fast, really crit damagey, really attacky gear. Like, that's the kind of gear we have. I think I can use her no problem. So if we do Kali, we're definitely maxing her skill 1. So that is 4, 5, 6, 7 Molagora. You're definitely maxing her skill 3. So that is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 20 Molagora. And then for this one, we are just going to here. So 23 Molagora here. We're not going to get the last 5% chance. We're going to leave it at 95% chance and roll the dice. So that would be a plus 14 Kali for something like 23. Is that what I said? So somebody I am seriously considering doing. I really, really, really like her design. I love Kali as a character, both Akali and regular Kali. So this kind of fits my need of wanting to build regular Kali while also not being bad. So that's something cool to look forward to. And then the final one. I've got to bring it up because you guys are going to yell at me if I don't. I don't want to do this, but I feel like I might have to. And that's Ken. I've got 2 Kens in my storage. And I have really great gear for him. And I know I should build him, but I just don't want to. I don't want to do it. I feel like I'm not going to have as much fun as I would like with him. I don't want to build him, but I know I should. He should be my #1 priority right now. So I'm not sure what to do about that situation. I'm sure you guys are going to tell me, but I don't want to listen. And that's pretty much it. Yeah, those are pretty much it for the Molagoras right now. I was going to do a 3-star Molagora or skill up thing tonight or today, but I guess we'll do it tomorrow or the day after. Yeah, so those are all my units I'm seriously considering Molagoring, and I have 127 Molagoras. So if you are me, what do you do to Molagora your account to make it better for Guild War defense, Guild War offense, and splash and a little fun? What do you do with my 127 Molagoras? Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody.